Easy now.
Why are you bringing me here?
So you can sober up, in case you give away your identity and cause trouble. Come on. Yeah. Sorry for nagging, but you can't drink like that again. Don't forget that you're a girl.
When I was drinking that wine, I remembered something from my childhood. The emotion hit me, and I got carried away. Thank you for your concern. I shouldn't have drunk that much, and almost caused problems.
There's another thing you must always remember. Don't get too close to the Crown Prince, or drink so much with him, as you did earlier.
I understand why I shouldn't drink, but why shouldn't I get close to His Highness? He is a kind man. You're also devoted to assisting him. Are you like Senior Sun, and you don't want me to get involved in the struggle between the Crown Prince and Prince Hao? I help whoever deserves it. I'm not afraid.
You're right, but also wrong. I not only fear you'll get involved, but also... But also what? Tell me. When you argue with me, you're always so quick. Why are you so slow today? His Highness thinks highly of you. He believes you're a man, and he wants you to work for him in the palace. That could cause some problems. I already changed the dressing for you, so what's the problem? If you went to work for His Highness, and needed to help him with bathing, changing, what would you do? I've never thought of it before. Oh, jeez. I never wanted to work for His Highness. I must stay at the wardrobe service. I really don't understand you. Maybe because you grew up in the body disposal. You're more careless than ordinary girls. You are. You must always remember, men and women are different. Your greatest danger is your identity. Except my mother and Senior Sun, no one's ever been so nice to me, or cared so much for me as you have. Could you tell me how exactly your mother was wronged, and who your enemy is? I can help you. I really can. I'm sorry, but I can't tell you. I don't want to get you involved. Even if you don't tell me, I'll try to figure out who your enemy is. That's the only way I can fully protect you.
For dinner. You're all dismissed.
Okay,
let's go.
Let's go.
I haven't finished yet.
Tidy up very quickly.
Come on, hurry up.
And we can just
let's go. To get this done, though.
Gosh, if I don't finish this soon, I'm gonna be annoyed with myself. But I'm so hungry.
Be quick, you two. It's New Year's. There's more food than usual. If we're late, we won't get any.
Fine. So fast enough, we can go eat.
Let's go.
Come back maybe tomorrow.
Yaran.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yaran. Forget about him. Master Joy is drawing in the embroidery room. He won't let any chance to impress her passing by. He'd love it if we all left at the same time. Let's go.
It is my absolute favorite. So many extra dishes today. I'm so excited.
They have some tofu served today. Master, it's time for dinner.
Have they all gone?
Yes, everyone went to eat except for Dolze.
Dolze? You mean he's begun the design for Concubine Wu?
He's sketching a new pattern, but I didn't have a chance to take a good look at it.
Stop, that's enough.
Huh?
Go and see what Dolze's drawing and who the design is for. Huh? Go, go. Hey, hey. Get lots of details. Go.
Young, come and have a look. What do you think of my sketch?
It's homage to the Phoenix?
That's right.
This is the most exquisite homage to the Phoenix design I've ever seen. No wonder Master thinks so highly of you. You really do have better ideas and skills than all the other tailors in the wardrobe service.
You flatter me, Qin Yang. I don't deserve such an honor. Master Zhuo asked us to put our heads together today. I've been thinking about what Consort Yang may want. Then I decided on sketching out this design.
I don't understand. Why would Consort Yang like this design in particular?
After the late emperor passed away, there is yet to be a new empress. His Majesty spoils Consort Yang. She's the only consort who nearly became the next empress. Considering herself distinguished, she wants dresses that are unique and different to distinguish herself from other consorts.
Oh, that does make some sense. But if Consort Yang wanted this, why didn't you tell us directly instead of getting us to guess?
You don't get it. In the Imperial Palace, not everything can be described with words. Consort Yang can't tell us something like this. We have to try and figure out what our seniors want and satisfy them to the best of our ability. Once we satisfy Consort Yang, we are all gonna have a bright future.
Hey, Dolze! You have the nerve! You've only been here a few days. I've given you special treatment, but it's gone to your head. And now, you want to steal the Master's role right from under my nose. You can forget it. You won't succeed unless I'm dead.
Master Duo, you misunderstand. I wouldn't dare take credit for myself. I'm planning to give this pattern to you after I finish it. I know that all of our ideas belong to Master Duo's, as are all our merits. They all belong to you. I'm just trying to share in your burden.
You always have an answer ready, don't you? As long as you know how things work.
Is this homage to the Phoenix?
That's right, Your Grace. You are exactly right. You're the consort most highly adored by His Majesty. The past few years, His Majesty has asked you to manage the harem, and now you're hosting the Ulana banquet. This design here is the most suitable one for your unique status.
Master Joshua has fine taste. Her Grace almost became the next Empress. But in His Majesty's heart, she already is.
Danqing, say no more. Master Zhuo, this is very thoughtful of you. I approve. But you also need to be very careful with the embroidery work, so it does not go to waste.
Your Grace, I stayed up late last night, working on an idea.
Speak.
If we were to use the feathers of peacocks and other birds as ornamentation, it would strengthen the theme of the phoenix and highlight your noble status in His Majesty's heart and life.
Master Zhuo, excellent plan. Do as you've described. Give it your all.
Thank you for your trust. I shall surely spare no effort.
Your Grace, Dozi is here.
Greetings, Concubine Wu. Over the past few days, I've carefully designed a couple of patterns. I've come to show them to you.
Well done. Let me have a look. We don't need you at the moment. You may leave.
Yes. Your Grace, your ginseng soup.
Leave it there. Where's Yulio? Is she slacking off again?
She has a matter to attend to. I just happened to be free, so I've brought it to you.
In my opinion, the peony pattern looks the best. The peony is the queen of flowers. It represents wealth and carries auspicious meaning.
If you use this pattern, I believe that I could use the most valuable gold silk thread to embroider the petals, and jade from Mount Tianshan as leaves, so as to give it an exquisite look.
Very well. You may begin working on it. Oh, by the way, keep it secret from everyone else. It's no issue if it is copied, but if someone else wears the same dress, it would be a disaster.
Yes, I understand.
Your Grace, there's news from Song Tao.
Tell me.
Douzi has sketched many designs for concubine Wu to choose from. She has decided on a peony theme. They plan to use gold silk for the petals and jade from Mount Tianshan for the leaves to make the pattern look exquisite.
Peonies. Concubine Wu is indeed ambitious. Fortunately, I've planted someone near her. I'm afraid the Master Zhuo remains in ignorance and believes that Concubine Wu doesn't want to show off in front of others.
Your Grace, why don't we ask Master Zhuo to hide the gold silk thread and the Tianshan jade so that Douzi will have no materials?
That's unnecessary. I'd rather have Douzi complete the dress.
Your Grace, I don't understand.
Concubine Wu is clever, but she's young and naive and overestimates herself. How dare she use a peony design? The peony was the favorite of Empress Zhang Sun. Concubine Wu is but a simple concubine. Whenever His Majesty spoils her, it all goes to her head. How dare she make a peony dress? She is overstepping.
Left guard. Has Mo Kun arrived?
Yes, he has. He is inside.
Mr. Pei.
Mr. Mo, how have you been? Come on. It must have been a long trip. I've been busy. Otherwise, I would have greeted you at the gate. The Crown Prince issued your transfer order. He would often ask when you would arrive at Chang'an.
I am grateful to His Highness for his appreciation and care.
Be seated.
I just heard you defeated Pu Banu and were promoted to left guard. I was so delighted. How I wish I could have witnessed that impressive duel.
You flatter me. We must do all we can for His Highness, and never disappoint him no matter what.
I won't disappoint him. There is no way I will ever give up on my childhood dream.
There's a transfer order, but formalities are not done. You can take a couple days off.
Huh? Oh, I hate muddling along. Mr. Pei, why don't you give me some work?
I do have a task that you could help me with if you wish, but you must keep it a secret. Never let anyone know.
Tell me what it is, and I shall help you.
I want to figure out the relationship between Kuri Yanzhong from Chonghua and the palace. There may be some clues in the Imperial files, but I'm not sure.
Who's this Kuri Yanzhong person? Why do you want to know about him?
I have a friend who's in trouble, but she won't explain it to me. I have tried helping her secretly, hoping she'll figure it out herself.
Well, if it's not convenient to explain, then I'll stop asking. I'll try my best to find out.
Thank you kindly. Let's have some tea.
Director Lee! Director Lee? Director Lee!
Miss An's case. Isn't Miss An Douzi's mother?
Oh, Shunze.
Director Lee.
When you were locked up last month, another eunuch was sent to give me the files. I felt so sorry for you. So it looks like you're off the hook.
Thank you for your concern, Director Lee. I nearly died making that file and sending it to you.
I'm glad you've come. Let's have a talk.
Director Lee. Isn't this a case that had happened over a decade ago? Why have you taken out such an old file?
I have no idea of the reason, but the left guard asked for it. They first reviewed the case in the court, then came to us for the file. Look, I went to great lengths to get this file. Later on, I'll show it to them.
Why is the left guard suddenly checking on Miss An's case?
How would I dare ask that? They asked for it, so I got it. If someone wants to check, there must be some trouble. I'd rather stay out of it. What's the use in the details?
Director Lee.
Deputy Chief Mo.
Have you located the file I asked for?
I have. Please check if it's the right one.
Why are men from the left guard looking up Master An's case? Are they trying to track down Doza?
Master, I think you might be right. Do you know who the new left guard who just transferred is? It's Pei Xingjian, whom Doza came to know outside of the palace. He's now the personal bodyguard of the Crown Prince. His duty is to secure the Eastern Palace. Doza has become close to His Highness. This will certainly make others jealous. Then Pei Xingjian suddenly goes to all lengths to look up that old case. It won't be long before he finds out who Doza is.
You're right. Once Pei Xingjian realizes that Doza is in fact Liu Li, then I'm afraid he'll show no mercy for justice or for himself. That Doza. How many times have I told her not to race to the top or get too close to influential people? But she never listens.
Master, do you think we're imagining things? Doza saved Pei Xingjian. I don't think he'd bite the hand that feeds him.
The human heart can be dark. We must be careful. If he wasn't trying to hurt Doza, why would he send men to check on the old case in the Court of Judicial Review and Discipline Service?
Master, Concubine Yang and Prince Hao aren't on good terms with the Crown Prince. And Miss An's case had something to do with Concubine Yang. It might be that Pei Xingjian is helping the Crown Prince keep an eye on Concubine Yang. That might be it.
I hope that's the case. Regardless, if he continues to look into it, it'll do no good for Doza.
Doza is hiding so many secrets, and is working under the one who killed her mother. Now, there's someone who could be a friend or foe, Pei Xingjian. Master, what do you think we should be doing now?
Shunzi, remember this. No matter what Pei Xingjian does, we must protect Doza at all costs. I'd rather put my own life at risk than to put her in danger. Shunzi, keep a close eye on what Consort Yang is up to. Whenever we're worried about Doza, she only tells us the good news. We must be careful and keep an eye on everything for her.
I will.
Mr. Pei.
Leave us.
Yes.
I thought it was odd that the first task you had me do was to investigate an ordinary man. Now I know why. As it turns out, it's related to Consort Yang, Prince Cao's mother. How clever of you.
related to Consort Yang?
11 years ago, His Majesty planned to make Consort Yang the Empress, but faced strong opposition. His Majesty had to give up. It was a high-profile issue that year. Do you remember that, Mr. Pei?
It happened when I came to Chang'an for the classics exam. So I remember some of it.
Kuri Yanzhong, the man you had me look into, turns out to be very ordinary. But the woman he married was not. She was the best weaver, who was famous throughout the land, Miss Anne. As recorded in the Court of Judicial Review, Miss Anne made a dress for Consort Yang for her crowning ceremony. But in the end, Consort Yang didn't become the Empress. Miss Anne was then punished for it. Finally, she killed herself in prison.
Wasn't Kuri Yezhong's wife, was it Miss Cao?
This Miss Cao you mentioned, she was actually his concubine. Before Miss Anne was caught, Kuri Yanzhong wrote a divorce letter and disassociated himself from Miss Anne. Since that time, he has only had one concubine and no wife. Miss Cao came from the dance office. She's greatly inferior to Miss Anne. Anne was the best weaver, a title bestowed by His Majesty. She managed the wardrobe service and won great favor from the Empress. She grew fed up with life in the palace. Then she asked Empress Changsun to be relieved of her post. Before long, Empress Changsun passed away, and Miss Anne vanished. No one expected her to marry such an ordinary man. It was not until she was detained that she became involved with the palace again.
Did Miss Anne have any children?
She had a daughter named Liu Li. She was only 7 when this all happened. She was locked in the discipline service along with her mother. I checked that file at the discipline service too. According to the records, Miss Anne strangled her daughter while in prison before hanging herself. What a poor girl. She died in the palace at such a young age.
You grew up in the palace, pretending to be a physician because she was a prisoner who survived an execution. That's the whole story. That's everything.
Mr. Pei?
Oh. I'm wondering if the wardrobe service would really have made that Empress's dress. Why would Miss Anne make it and give to Consort Yang? It doesn't add up. Did you check on that?
I'd like to know the answer to that question too. As recorded in the Court of Judicial Review, Miss Anne crafted the Empress's dress without His Majesty's permission, so as to flatter Consort Yang with her knowledge.
That's not right. Miss Anne gave up everything to leave the palace. She even left Empress Changsun. Why would she change her mind after a few years to make an Empress's dress at the risk of being called a rebel? It just doesn't make sense.
There was a rumor that Miss Anne didn't know how hard life outside would be, so she wished to come back.
Miss Anne was the best weaver as tilted by His Majesty. If she wanted to come back, wardrobe service would be happy to have her. Why would she take such a risk? Maybe when Consort Yang heard that His Majesty would make her the Empress, she asked Miss Anne to make the Empress's dress in secret. Unfortunately, she didn't become the Empress. The others found out about the dress, so Miss Anne took the blame.
This explanation sounds more reasonable than the motive that Miss Anne wished to rebel. Or perhaps someone else had flattered Consort Yang for their own benefit, then forced Miss Anne to make the dress. That's possible. But it was so long ago. Miss Anne killed herself in prison. There was no testimony.
Aside from her daughter, does Miss Anne have any other family?
Miss Anne was a Tartar. She had 2 older brothers, both Tartar merchants. One of the 2 brothers was Anne Salon, who runs a clothing shop in the West Market.
Is it Rui Clothing?
That's right.
After they passed away, where were their bodies taken? Are there any records?
They both died in prison, so they would be at the body disposal division.
Of course. It all makes sense now. Here is Miss Anne's daughter. She's the girl that concubine Wu asked me to take away, and who was later arrested by the Court Judicial Review. Sun Ducheng saved her from prison, then took her as his goddaughter, disguised her as a physician, and raised her at the body disposal division. Liu Li escaped from the palace, but she insisted on coming back and working at wardrobe. She must have discovered who gotten her mother killed and wants to avenge her death. I finally know who she is. Hey, Doza.
Huh? Shouldn't you be on duty at the Eastern Palace? What are you doing here?
I went looking for you, but I was told you'd gone to Xianchi Hall, so I waited for you here.
Why did you want to see me? Did something urgent happen?
Don't worry. I just want to tell you that I'm really glad to see you again.
Didn't we just see each other at His Highness's quarters the other day? You came all this way simply to tell me this?
I've confirmed something that makes me happy. I can't explain it right now. This isn't the right place for a long conversation. Tomorrow evening, I'll bring you something. I'm sure once you see it, you'll like it.
What is it?
It's a surprise. Anyway, I'm just really glad to see you again. Dad and I think we're destined to meet.
Catch him!
Catch them!
Stop! Go get him!
Ciao!
Yoli, I searched for you for 11 years. I never expected you'd be right by my side. Finally, I can return to you what's yours. I'm sure you'd be very, very excited to see it.
Master, if you want to know what kind of dress those will make for concubine Wu, you could have just asked him. You're a master of the wardrobe service. If he catches you searching his bedroom, if he were to find out, it would be inappropriate.
If I had managed to ask him, why would I search his room like this? Don't be so uptight. I sent Doza away to do some work.
I just fear that if he sees you, you'd lose face.
Concubine Wu has asked for Doza to make her dress. They're being secretive about it. It's clear that they're surely up to something to make Concubine Wu stand out at the Ulana banquet. Concubine Yang is also making a determined effort to be the most attractive. If we fail to figure out what Concubine Wu will be wearing and make an inferior dress for Concubine Yang, causing her to lose face, I won't be able to look at myself in the mirror. Don't just stand there. Help me look for it. find it?
Yes, Master.
I found it.
Huh?
I knew something wasn't quite right. Now I get it.
Master, what do you mean by that?
None of your business. Concubine Wu and Dozi think they're so clever, but this time, they will lose at their own game. Concubine Yang doesn't usually play tricks. But when she does, it's absolutely genius and merciless.
My mother owned something very precious that someone coveted. And to get his hands on it, he tried to kill both my mother and me. He succeeded with her. Some kind men saved me. And I struggled very hard to stay alive while hiding myself. I disguised myself as a male physician, simply to survive.
That's it. It all makes sense now. Zhou Jinyang had Master An killed and went after Liu Li because she wanted the golden needle and the secrets of Miss An's craft. I nearly endangered Liu Li. If I gave her the golden needle now, it would bring her nothing but trouble. By that time, she won't be able to protect the golden needle or her mother's secrets, or even her own life. Where are you heading so fast, without looking where you're going?
Don't get me started. Zhou Jingyang's mad. She gave me a whole pile of work and said I only had 6 hours to finish. I left so hurriedly that I forgot to bring my tools with me. I'm going back for them. I don't have time to talk to you.
You can't go back.
Why not?
She sent you away so she could search your bedroom. If you go back there now, there'll be trouble.
So that's why. She gave me so much work. She needed an excuse. Well, let her search then. I'm not scared.
It's not safe to talk here. I'll see you at dusk, over by Tongchun Lake, all right?
Changchun Lake? All right. See you there.
Master, Concubine Yang suddenly changed her manner and isn't holding anything back. She's open about her intentions. I also hear that her courtiers are spending a lot of money collecting feathers, simply to flatter Prince Hao and Concubine Yang. As a result, the value of birds in Chang'an is soaring, and feathers of rare birds are particularly hard to find.
No matter how much His Majesty loves Consort Yang, she isn't the Empress. I can't help but wonder if this has anything to do with Dozi. One of my eyelids keeps twitching after hearing your words. After hearing what you said, it's even worse now.
Dozi is taking such a risk. Master, should we talk her out of all this?
If this has anything to do with Dozi, then there's no turning back for her. Even if she wants to stop, she won't be able to.
Mr. Pei.
Good evening.
Didn't you say you were delivering something to a friend? What are you doing here?
I thought about it, and I think it's better to hold on to it for her. That way, they'll both be safe. Speaking of which, why are you patrolling here?
One of the guards on night duty asked me for the evening off, and I offered to take his place. I haven't gotten any assignments yet. I'd like to patrol around and get my bearings.
I see. Then you better be on your way.
Mr. Pei,
There you are.
you told me you had something to give me today, and that I'd love it. So what is it? What is it? Let me see, I want to know.
A friend of mine sent me wine from the western region. I know you'd love it, and I was planning to give it to you. However, I was concerned you might get drunk and run into trouble. So I'd better keep it.
The truth is you just don't want to share such good wine. I know it.
Here. Ozymanthus cakes. One day you'll know that everything I have done is for your safety.
I didn't know there was such a beautiful place in the palace. Why don't we meet here whenever we want to have a talk?
You think it's that easy? This is the Imperial Garden. Not anybody can come here. Let's meet at the Yixin Palace instead.
The Yixin Palace? I heard that some concubine hanged herself there, and it's been empty ever since. They say it's haunted now.
I'll keep fueling the rumor that it's haunted, so nobody will ever dare to go there. What's wrong? You can always trust me. Perhaps not just this time. And maybe all the other times before.
What are you talking about?
It's top secret.
Hurry up. Every time I pass by the Asian Palace, I get chills down my spine. It's such a horrible place.
Stop talking like that. I hear there's a ghost here. I'm already scared enough. When you talk like that, I get even more anxious.
I haven't been feeling well since the start of spring. Thus, I haven't held many events in the palace so that I can rest. However, today is the day of the Ulana festival. So it's an exception. I've given it special attention. Crown Prince, do you know why that is?
Your Majesty, I believe it's because the Ulana festival honors filial piety and respect. Your Majesty has set up an Ulana altar and organized Taoist rites to remind the commoners, mandarins, and court members of the significance of the festival. Under no circumstance may we forget our duty and love to the people.
You have voiced my thoughts exactly, my son. Chuan, have you finished the preparations for the festival rites?
Yes, Your Majesty. Everything is ready. Your Majesty may begin the ceremony once the auspicious hour arrives.
Why are Young and Wu not here yet?
Your Majesty, the rites involve complicated matters. My mother must scrutinize every detail of the ceremony. She fears that any minor error would result in a delay of the rites, hence her tardiness. On behalf of my mother, I ask your forgiveness.
Your mother is helping me. Supervise the related work. A bit of tardiness is no serious matter. She must not worry.
Your Grace, I think we should walk faster. Prince Saul has sent messengers twice for us to hurry. He said that all the court members are there, waiting for you.
During the festival, I'm going to demonstrate my status in the harem with this homage to the phoenix gown. I will be presenting myself alone and have them take a good look at my magnificence. Only then will I be happy. And only then will those ingratiating rabble in the court and harem dare not bully my son, saying no one is on his side.
Consort Yang has arrived!
Wow. Can't believe how beautiful she is.
She looks so beautiful.
She must be the most. She's the most beautiful.
Look at her.
Greetings, Your Majesty. I'm aware that I'm late. Please forgive me.
You may rise.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
I have never seen you wear such a gown. Did you have it made especially for the festival?
Your Majesty, an ambassador from our neighbor offered us some feathers. He had heard that fine feathers had been difficult to come across in Chang'an. He wasn't sure why Tang people love feathers so much. It seems that now we have the answer. Her Grace has used feathers of rare birds to make this dress. It's quite innovative and ingenious. It has surprised us all.
Your Majesty told me that the Ulana festival must be a grand occasion. Thus the concubines from every palace have fashioned gorgeous gowns. Concubine Wu has even used gold thread and jade from Mount Tianshan to embroider a peony design. How dare Concubine Wu be late for such an event and keep you waiting? Your Majesty, I wish to earn dignity for Your Majesty, so I had a new dress made for the festival.
Consort Wu has arrived!
Greetings, Your Majesty.
I hear that you've used gold thread and Tianshan jade to make your dress for the festival. If you care so much about the event, why did you arrive late?
Your Majesty has ordered Lady Yang to supervise the festival, and myself to assist her. Lady Yang is perfectly capable of the work. It occurred to me that Empress Zhangsun was a virtuous woman and spent her life overseeing the harem. She should be a role model to us. I'll never forget the virtue of the former empress. And this festival is the time to offer sacrifices to our predecessors. I have the dress Your Majesty mentioned, custom made by those of the wardrobe service, based on the preferences of the former empress. A formal gown decorated with peonies. After bathing, I brought the dress to the altar of Empress Zhangsun. That's why I arrived late. Please tell me your punishment.
You are a virtuous and pious woman, aware of hierarchy and etiquette. In addition, you know the reason why I so greatly regard the Ulana festival. I'm very pleased. You may rise.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Lady Wu, the design of your dress is quite novel to me. It's different from the pleated dresses popular among Tang women.
Your Majesty has a sharp eye. The festival is a solemn occasion. I decided not to wear an ordinary dress, which made the base of royal dignity, but I could not look too extravagant, as that would go against Your Majesty's advocacy to reduce resources for the festival. Therefore, I've had this dress made by those of the wardrobe service. It's simple in design and made with only ordinary materials. We simplified the pleated dress to save cloth along with manual labor, but it is still quite elegant, so common women could also emulate it.
You've put in much thought. I am pleased that you think this way. Your fair complexion is perfectly complemented by this simple dress.
Your Majesty, the auspicious hour has come. The ceremony may begin.
Princes and concubines, please, follow me to the altar. Your garb is not suitable for you to participate. You must return and reflect on yourself.
It's such a hot day. Your Grace, you've been kneeling here for 2 hours. We are worried about you.
That's right. His Majesty sent you back to reflect on yourself without imposing punishment. Why are you doing this to yourself? It hurts just to see you like that.
What do you know? His Majesty sent me back to examine and repent myself. If I can't see him often, then eventually I will lose him. I'd rather kneel here and let him know that I really regret it. He will sympathize. If His Majesty agrees to see me and listen to my repentance, and if he can scold me and forgive me, then this will all be over.
Your Grace, you're clever. A sacrifice for the greater good.
I was so confident as we have an accomplice in the Xianchi Hall. But I never imagined that concubine Wu had laid a trap. I not only failed to establish my position in the harem with this grand gown, I even helped concubine Wu gain favor at my own cost.
Your Grace, His Majesty has asked you to enter. Your Grace, you have been kneeling here for a long time, and His Majesty has calmed quite a bit.
Your Majesty. Your Majesty, I admit my mistake. Please punish me.
I asked you to go examine yourself. Why did you kneel outside and insist on seeing me?
It was all my fault. To have angered Your Majesty. I can't rest until I've received a pardon from you. I was reflecting on myself while I was kneeling. I know I made a mistake.
Since you've reflected on yourself, then tell me, what mistake you've committed.
Your Majesty entrusted me to supervise matters related to the festival. But I failed the trust of Your Majesty. I ordered the wardrobe service to dress concubines in accordance to the ritual rules and that demonstrate the dignity of the harem. However, the dressmaker Master Zhuo didn't understand the meaning of my words. I was busy with other matters. I didn't check the dresses until the ceremony was about to begin, then put mine on in a hurry. I found it unsuitable, but it was already too late.
Is that what you've realized from self-reflection? You just want to put the blame on someone else?
Your Majesty, you misunderstand. I did underperform.
Let me tell you what mistakes you've made. Only the Empress can wear homage to the Phoenix, and any concubine wearing it is violating imperial etiquette. Killing birds for their feathers is a violation of Buddhist beliefs. Making such a luxurious dress for yourself is against the kingdom's ethics, so you've made 3 mistakes.
Please forgive me. Your Majesty, I know I was wrong.
I think you haven't reflected on yourself enough, and only want to pin the blame on someone else. I order you to go back and continue, without my invitation. You are not to come here.
Your Majesty, I'll take the punishment, as it was my mistake, but I have one request. Please don't refuse to see me. Please, Your Majesty.
Take Lady Young to her palace.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Today is the 15th of the 7th month. Commoners are setting out lotus lanterns to show the way for the dead. I have brought 2 lotus lanterns too. Hope they can illuminate your way back to the palace. His Majesty misses you terribly, but his health has been poor as of late. The Crown Prince is a generous and kind man. His Majesty adores him. I hope your spirit can safeguard His Majesty and His Highness. Your Highness.
I've come to burn incense for my mother. I didn't expect to see you here. I've overheard what you just said. It was thoughtful of you. Perhaps you're the only one in the palace who would come here and see my mother, besides His Majesty, and of course myself.
She was a great woman. I've always admired her. It's the 15th today. I just brought 2 lotus lanterns to show my appreciation towards the late Empress.
You've ordered a dress to be made for my mother, and used it to suppress Consort Yang. In all honesty, I really appreciate your cleverness, as well as your tact. But tonight, you've brought 2 lotus lanterns to offer to my mother. This is very touching. I know it's not about a power struggle or any competition. You have no motives beyond this. This is your true affection toward my mother. I shall always remember your kindness.
It sounds so solemn. Continue with your authoring to your mother. I'll take my leave.
Till next time.
Your Grace, do you believe that a lotus lantern can really guide a spirit home?
It's the living people who light the lanterns, and us who can see them. I've come to present a show, just for His Highness. He is kind, but nothing gets past him. By making the dress for the former Empress and not myself, I may have moved His Majesty, but not His Highness. He knows very well it's a strategy played in the harem. These lotus lanterns Though a simple gesture may just have touched his heart.
How clever you are.
Actually, I don't enjoy playing with people's hearts. Especially someone like His Highness, who is kind and generous. I've completely ruined the relationship with Prince Hao and his mother. If I can't have His Highness on my side, then I shall have no allies in the harem.
I don't think you mean ill toward His Highness. No one in the palace has shown such care toward him as genuinely as you have.
I used to hate anyone who conspired in the palace. But little did I know that one day I too would have to be so careful. I feel like I don't know myself anymore.
Don't worry. It was a matter of necessity.
If my guess is correct, His Majesty will summon me soon. I have to make sure I'm ready when that happens. Concubine Yang has a strong footing. It won't be easy to bring her down. She has lost favor for the moment, so I must seize the opportunity to win over His Majesty.
Greetings, Your Grace.
Chief Lin and Zhuo Jinyang, do you know what you've done?
I was wrong. Please forgive me, Your Grace.
You're aware of your mistakes, is that it? How dare you? I was busy with the festival preparations. I had many things to take care of. But I've told you time and time again that you must be very careful with the dresses that the concubines were to wear, and that no errors will be tolerated. Never did I expect that you would dare make a dress that violated rules, getting me into such trouble. If I don't punish you right, I won't be able to face His Majesty, nor could I convincingly run the harem.
My lady, the truth is that Master Zhuo took full responsibility for your dress. I was not involved at all.
Zhuo Jinyang is the real culprit. But you can't just shift responsibility. In any case, you're the chief of the wardrobe service.
Please forgive me, Your Grace. I won't deny my error, but the real one to blame is Physician Do. It was he who, in order to ingratiate Your Grace, advised making homage to the phoenix dress, and who sketched the design. He's a wicked man. I will not protect him. It's true, Your Grace.
Doza's in real trouble.
Your Highness! Your Highness!
What is it? What's the problem?
You asked me to send some sweets to Doza earlier, right? While I was there, I saw Consort Gang reprimanding him. Chief Stewardess Lin and Master Zhuo, to protect themselves, have put all the responsibility on Doza. I'm afraid he's in big trouble now.
Come with me to wardrobe service.
All right.
So you're Physician Do.
Greetings, Your Grace.
I was not aware that you had such a talented servant here. I heard that you made the 7-pleated dress for Concubine Wu, as well as the peony dress for the former Empress. And my homage to the phoenix dress was also your idea. You sure know how to make an impression.
To answer, Your Grace, I saw Master Zhuo racking her brains to design the dress for you. And I just wanted to help her. That's why I came up with the homage to the phoenix. Your Grace is in an esteemed position in the harem and admired by the other concubines. No one can replace you in His Majesty's heart. Homage to the phoenix should suit you the best. I'm a physician at the body disposal. Master Zhuo brought me here to lend a hand for a while, so I lack experience. I just shared my idea to Master Zhuo and hadn't given it enough thought. It was a simple suggestion to show my gratitude to Your Grace and at the same time help my master. I hadn't seen any problem with it, and Master Zhuo would oversee it anyway. You know, she's been serving you for many years. She knows what's appropriate.
Gosh, Doza, shut up! You must wait your turn to speak before Her Grace. It was your responsibility. How dare you argue for what you've done wrong, to deceive Her Grace and blame me instead?
How eloquent you are. You are inferior and innocent. Admire me greatly. Such a fine speech you've given. If you hadn't made Concubine Wu's dress and the former Empress's peony dress, I might just believe you and your flattery words. But now, I can't help but suspect that you're plotting against me. If you keep lying to me, I'll order people to have your tongue cut out.
Your Grace, you're right. Your Grace is clever. It was Physician Do that caused all the trouble.
Hold your tongue. You can't wait to get back at him, can you?
Please forgive me, Your Grace. It was my mistake. I wished to show you my gratitude, but my plan backfired.
Guards, drag Doza outside and beat him until I say stop.
Wait.
Greetings, Your Highness.
Your Highness is of great status. I wonder what could possibly have brought Your Highness to the wardrobe service.
I've come here to reward Physician Do in person. The dress he made for my mother bears my mother's favorite design. I believe that my mother's spirit would smile down upon us.
Your Highness is the successor to the throne. You'll be a laughingstock if you occupy yourself with such trivial matters.
Filial piety is the great virtue. It is no trivial matter to pay my respects. Concubine Wu and Physician Do were praised by His Majesty for making that dress. Is what I hear true? That your Grace is going to punish a servant who has been praised by His Majesty?
The homage to the phoenix gown was designed by Physician Do. He attempted to frame me. Should he not be punished?
Your Grace must have missed something. Physician Do was just transferred from body disposal here to help them for a while. Based on his rank, though his design may be inappropriate, it should have been given carefully to his senior for approval before being applied to the dress, then presented before His Majesty. Your Grace said you were too busy to confirm the design, so you didn't know it was inappropriate and placed responsibility on them. You don't suppose His Majesty and others in the palace would all believe that, do you?
Your Highness is going to embarrass me today because of a lowly physician?
Physician Do is under my protection.
Forgive me! It's all my fault! Your Grace!
Your Majesty has summoned me. Greetings, Your Majesty.
Lady Wu, I am feeling lonely today. Come and talk with me.
Yes.
Come here. Lady Wu, you are aware that since Empress Jungsoon left us, Lady Young has been one of my favorite concubines. If the Mandarins hadn't opposed, she would have been Empress by now. I've always felt guilty and have given her much attention. But today, at the Ulana Festival, she has disappointed me. I've been reflecting on myself as well. Is it my tolerance to her that has so inevitably led to her arrogance, rudeness, and self-righteousness? I'm afraid she is no longer the modest and sensitive concubine Yang.
Please don't be upset. By now, she must know her misdoings and is feeling guilty.
I hope that's the case. But your actions today have really moved me. It never occurred to me that you admired Empress Jungsoon so much. You know I've missed her terribly lately. It was a great gesture.
Your Majesty has been grieving for Empress Jungsoon and feel alone. How about I sing a gentle song for you to help relieve some of your grief?
Are you going to sing to me? Okay. I'd like that.
As you wish.
山原桃花照日明，兰桂烟且动春情。今相信他的面色，眼边难流血深情。怀中来去看蝴蝶。树上长短亭亭，林下何须远近闻？初中风流就有名。
Your Majesty.
Empress Jungsoon wrote that. It's called Spring Journey. I never knew it could be so beautiful when sung by you.
I'm sorry. The original poem by Empress Jungsoon should be joyous and romantic. I failed to capture its essence. And I just wanted to sing it to help relieve your grief.
You've done well. You remind me of the day when Empress Jungsoon and I were on our way back from Shanglin Park. When we got back, I've never seen her so happy before. That is when she wrote the poem for me. I've always loved it. This was one of the best moments of our life together.
Your Grace.
Your Grace, these objects don't matter, but do mind your health and body. Don't you remember what Physician Zong said? Anger will only harm you. Please try and calm down.
His Majesty asked you to reflect on yourself, and now you're making this scene. If His Majesty were to find out, he'd be even more furious.
I restrained myself when I was with him. Can't I give vent to my own annoyance on my own? It's my right. And don't you dare report me. Leave me alone.
Your Grace.
Please calm down, Your Grace. Please calm down. We'll be loyal to you until we die. We will never report anything you do to anyone.
Do you really think I am angry because I have lost to concubine Wu and was blamed by the Crown Prince? I'm upset because I failed to protect my son. I've watched the Crown Prince grow more powerful with concubine Wu. But I'm afraid there's no time left for me.
You're so young and beautiful. Don't talk about yourself like that.
Exactly. You must be tired. You need your rest. You can make plans for you and the prince once you've calmed down and have recovered.
You're right. I need to calm down under pressing times and formulate countermeasures. Today in the wardrobe service, it seems that I lost a Li Zhi. However, that Dozi is just a physician. His life is worthless, yet the crown prince risks protecting him. This is unusual. Perhaps he could be a weak point. Denqing, have someone keep an eye on Dozi and find out more about their relationship.
As you wish.
Yeah.
You were right about it. This is a great place. It's so out of the way that no one will bother us. This truly is a rare escape from the harem.
It's July 15th. It's a custom to set out lanterns to guide lost loved ones home. You told me before that when you entered the palace, you concealed your identity because you needed to escape your enemies. So it must be inconvenient for you to commemorate your mother. This place is secluded, so no one will see you. You can send your own lantern out.
That's very thoughtful. Thank you. Mother, today is July 15th. Are you down from the heavens visiting? Unfortunately, we don't even have a house to call our own. So if you have to come back, where would you go?
Your Grace, I am so sorry. Please punish me to the fullest extent, however you wish, but just please don't expel me. Your Grace, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have betrayed you. Please spare me, please.
Song Tao, Her Grace has always been kind to us. How could you have the audacity to betray her?
Your Grace, Consort Yang had some information on me. When I was threatened, I had no choice but to cooperate.
Even so, You should have come to me for a solution if you were loyal to me. But instead, you betrayed me.
Her Grace is right. We've been working for Her Grace for over 10 years now. She trusts us more than anyone. How could you seek refuge with Consort Young and betray her? If Her Grace hadn't seen you through, she would have fallen into Consort Young's trap.
You're right. It was stupid of me. I don't know what I was thinking. But I don't understand, Your Grace. I've been so loyal to you over the past decade. How did you realize I had betrayed you?
At first, I didn't suspect you. But lately, you've been a lot more concerned than usual about my dress for the festival. It made me wonder. Since you wanted to know, I told you about it. In my opinion, the peony pattern looks the best. The peony is the queen of flowers. It represents wealth.
If you choose this pattern, I believe that I could use the most valuable gold silk thread to embroider the petals and use jade from Mount Tianshan as leaves, so as to give it an exquisite look.
I never thought you would rush to tell Consort Young. If Yuliu hadn't followed you and seen you go to the splendid palace, I wouldn't believe it myself.
I've committed a grave error out of the fact that I've served you for 10 years. Please spare my life, please. I swear that I'll always be loyal to you for the rest of my life. If I betray you again, I'll take my own life.
Promises are the most useless thing in the world. Since you chose to betray me, I won't let you work in my palace anymore. Since you have served me for so long, I'll save you an embarrassment. But our relationship ends right now. Yuliu, go get Pan Qinhan in the eunuch house. Tell him that Song Tao committed a mistake, and that she is to be transferred elsewhere.
Yes.
Your Grace, if you tell me, you'll be taking Song Tao's life with it. Consort Young will believe I'm being punished because I had worked with you to entrap her instead. There is no way she'd let me go. If I leave Shantra Hall and lose your protection, I'll be killed in no time.
Whether Consort Yang believes you, and if you can survive, are all your own responsibilities now. I will never keep a disloyal maid like you. You're dismissed.
Your Grace! Your Grace! Your Grace!
Go.
Yuliu, I beg you, please say something for me to Her Grace. I've worked with you for so long. I'm begging you. Please just let me live.
Now you know the error of your ways. Her Grace has dismissed you instead of killing you. She's shown enough mercy. After leaving Shantra Hall, may luck be on your side.
Yuliu.
Your Grace, I ask around. The Crown Prince has shown favor towards Douzi. He often commends him and has invited him for drinks at the Eastern Palace. He worked for body disposal and is of humble origin. Shortly after starting at the wardrobe service, he became very popular with the Crown Prince and concubine Wu. I hear the Crown Prince trusts him even more than Wang Fusheng.
When I saw Douzi in the wardrobe service the first time, I thought he looked rather delicate and like he was scheming something. It turns out he's real tricky. I wonder what he's done to captivate the Crown Prince. Have you heard the rumor that the Crown Prince likes men?
I've never heard of that.
All rumors are passed by word of mouth.
I know what to do.
Master, you're still recovering. You asked me to make a table screen for Miss Wei. I've been working at it very hard. It took me 2 days to finish the West Market panorama. Miss Wei loves panoramas. This painting is perfect for a table screen.
You've done very well. But how will you do the intricate embroidery?
The screen is small, but contains much. The exquisite wuxi style would be most suitable. But my skills are limited. Master, could you teach me wuxi style embroidery?
Wuxi style requires not only technique, but also innate talent. It can't be learned overnight. With such an urgent task as this, it's not an option. And trying would be a waste of time. You'd better think of another design as soon as possible.
She's back. She wouldn't see her.
Yeah.
How would Master teach her?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think so either.
Yaran, come here. What did I say? Master Jewel wouldn't teach Qingyang.
Too bad for her. She painted the West Market on a tiny piece of paper. Indeed, only wuxi-style embroidery could do it justice.
As the saying goes, a careless student will drive his master mad. Master Jewel took Qingyang as her disciple. Of course, mostly because Chief Stewardess Lin had forced her to name a successor. But also because Qingyang is nice and takes good care of people.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't know that. I think so.
Hey, have you guys heard the rumor about Dozi?
No.
Oh, I have. I heard that.
How dare you gossip like that? That's the Crown Prince. Aren't you afraid of being executed?
Qingyang?
Master refused to teach me. There's nothing I can do. Please don't tease me.
You listen to your master because you respect her. We would never tease you. Master Zhuo is narrow-minded and doesn't want you to surpass her. If anything, we should be teasing her.
She isn't narrow-minded. I guess I'm just stupid and slow. But she doesn't want to teach me.
Don't be upset. Here, take this. It's the present I promised to give you. Lately, we've been too busy with the Ulana festival. I just finished it for you.
Thank you. You didn't have to rush. I know you've been very busy. Don't work too hard, or you'll hurt yourself.
So, I took the time to make this for you. I await your praise.
All right. I can praise you. However, promise me you won't make pajamas for others.
Why's that?
Because you're a woman. As a woman, you should stay away from men. And pajamas are very close to us.
Then I take it back.
Why?
Listen to yourself. I'm a woman and shouldn't get too close to men. You're a man, so I can't give it to you.
I'm not a man,
You're not a man?
I'm a man, but...
You're not a man. Is something wrong with my eyes?
Fine. Do you want me to prove to you that I am a real man?
No, that's okay.
I don't mind proving it. As long as it's to you.
I'm sorry. You're not a man. You're a gentleman and a saint.
It looks like I'll have to teach you a lesson. I'll let you know just how bad men can be.
I'm sorry. Here, take it.
Hurry up and greet Eunuch Wang.
Greetings, Eunuch Wang.
This is my godson. Even from a young age, he's been very handsome. Some say he looks even prettier than most girls. Take a look. Isn't he good looking? The Crown Prince will adore him. I hear His Highness needs a eunuch in his study right now. What do you think?
Eunuch Zhang, we're not selecting concubines here. We don't need him to be handsome. As his servants, we must be honest, loyal, smart, and hardworking. Besides, the eunuch house has already picked someone. Please, be on your way. Please take your leave. What was that all about?
Julio, wait outside. I'd like to speak to His Highness in private.
Yes.
Shulan, leave us too.
Yes.
Your Highness.
Shoyue, you can stay.
Yes.
Your Grace, what did you wish to speak about?
There have been some ridiculous rumors about Your Highness as of late. I had meant to ignore them, but as it turns out, the rumors have grown in intensity. I'm sorry to disturb you, but I had to come and remind you.
Rumors about me?
Lately, there have been rumors that you are into men. The rumors sound real. They say Your Highness protects a certain man greatly and often sees him secretly here in the palace. I believe they must be referring to you and Douzi.
Don't bother about such ridiculous things.
Your Highness, how can you still laugh? Rumors will confuse people. Your Highness, you must be wary and don't let down your guard.
Her Grace is right. Your Highness, please proceed cautiously.
Oh, so that's why all these good-looking eunuchs keep recommending themselves here. It must have come because of the rumors. If I'd have known that was the reason, I would have slapped them and kicked them out. Why would they believe such nonsense?
A clean hand wants no washing. If I'm anxious to explain, it would appear as though the rumors are true. Fusha, tell the eunuch house that after they assign a eunuch to me, we'll accept no more, so they don't have ill intentions.
Yes.
This way you won't need to explain much. But Your Highness should still stay away from Douzi.
I appreciate Douzi, because he works well and is loyal to me. If I alienate him because of these rumors, then I'll disappoint those who are loyal to me.
Your Highness is a crown prince. You have great responsibilities. If you're hurt by such groundless rumors, it would be quite unnecessary.
Where there is will to condemn, evidence will follow. If I alienate Douzi, then others will say I'm guilty. Besides, I've got some things to discuss with Douzi. Simple rumors will not stop me.
But Your Highness...
Don't try to change my mind. I know what I'm doing.
What's this?
Your Majesty, it's ginseng soup. Consort Yang made it for you.
Didn't I ask her not to make ginseng soup for me every morning?
Your Majesty, I advised her to stop, but she didn't listen.
Your Majesty, Her Grace sends her maid every day to ask if you are eating regularly and sleeping well.
Mother, it makes me relieved to see you feeling better. I'm wanting to take a walk.
I've gotten up early every morning and made ginseng soup for a whole month now. Before your father finally cooled down, I think he'll finally let go of what happened at the festival. Oh. Your father has heard that the Crown Prince really likes men.
What did father say? Is he angry?
When your father came to see me yesterday, he looked rather anxious and absent-minded. He kept beating around the bush and asked if I had rumors about the Crown Prince. I pretended to not know anything and praised the Crown Prince. Son, remember, don't let your father hear anything about the Crown Prince from us, just in case he suspects that we're playing foul.
But only simple rumors will not shake the Crown Prince's position. If we want to make them real, we must let father witness his disgusting habits firsthand. After that happens, I'll see how he manages to remain the Crown Prince.
Shoyue? Why are you still here? Go home and get some rest. I'm not going out today.
Yes.
Fusheng, bring Doza to me.
Huh? Your Highness, you've already summoned Doza so many times already. I fear that more rumors would be unfavorable for you.
Fusheng, can you do what Doza can do for me?
No, I can't.
Then what are you prattling on about? If you could help me, I wouldn't ask for him. Just go.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't mess it up. Just put it there. Doza can tidy it himself.
Yes. I'm sorry, Your Highness. I ate too fast for lunch. I have the hiccups. I need to get some water. I'll come back after they're gone.
Very well, then.
Thank you.
Taking me? Why are we going through the back door?
Fusheng wants to take you to see the Crown Prince. You must hide.
He wanted to see me?
Didn't you just tell me that you told him that you were supposed to, and that His Highness would ask for you?
Maybe he wants to see me about something else. I wouldn't know what it is till I see him.
There have been rumors that the Crown Prince likes men. And you're the good-looking physician His Highness is rumored to adore.
Me? This is total nonsense. I'm a woman. Maybe a bit of a lecherous man, but he still likes women.
How can you joke like that? Have you completely ignored all my advice?
I always keep in mind what Mr. Pei has told me. I need to be careful in this dangerous place and keep my distance from His Highness. His Highness doesn't mean ill, but I've got too many secrets. I might easily find myself in trouble.
I don't know what to do with you.
Hey! Chief! If I knew you were here, I would have asked for your help.
Eunuch Wang, why on earth did you take the side path and come through the back entrance?
I delivered a message to the eunuch house and then took a shortcut. I never expected to see you here too. Let's go, Doza. His Highness wants to see you.
Mr. Pei, I've kept in mind what you have told me. You don't have to worry about me. I'll take care of it myself.
Let's go.
I'll deal with it now.
Your Highness.
Is Mother taking care of Father in Ganlu Hall?
Yes, Your Highness. Her Grace is accompanying His Majesty.
God is on my side.
Your Highness, Doza has arrived.
Greetings to you, Your Highness.
Where did you go?
What took you so long? I've been waiting for you.
Your Highness, I must get back to work.
Doza, come here.
Your Highness, what can I do for you? It's only been 2 days since you issued the order.
You have much work in the wardrobe service. I summoned you here so that you could paint in peace and not get held up.
Oh.
It's nice and quiet here.
Chuan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Have those rumors stopped by now?
Your Majesty, I've severely punished some maids and eunuchs who have been gossiping and put an end to the rumors.
We can stop them from talking, but not from thinking about it. I find it so strange. Jur is always cautious with his behavior. Why are there such ridiculous rumors all of a sudden?
Your Majesty, Prince Cao has come to see you.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Greetings, Mother.
You may rise.
Thank you, Your Majesty. You haven't gone to the Eastern Palace, Mother.
Why would you want to go there?
Your Majesty, Mother said it was too hot, and that you lost your appetite. I know of a great pond there. Mother wants to pick some lotus seeds and make lotus seed cake for you to relieve the heat.
How thoughtful of you. The lotuses are in full blossom right now, and the seeds are ripe. I also want to go take a walk. Why don't we just do it today? Shall we go to the Eastern Palace to see the lotuses and pick some seeds?
If you could accompany me, I would love that.
Ming, why don't you join us?
Yes.
Your Highness, I suddenly don't feel very good. My legs feel weak and my heart is racing. I think I'm going to head back now. And after I finish, I'll bring it to you.
Do you need a physician?
I'm just feeling a bit woozy. I'll be fine after some rest.
Left guard!
I wish to see His Highness. Please inform him.
His Highness is busy at the moment. Please come back later.
You can rest here for a while.
Huh? You must be joking. I don't dare to rest here.
No one else is here. Just do as I say.
I'm feeling a bit better. I'm better now. But I'm just feeling really thirsty. Your Highness, may I have some water?
Yuan Long. Yuan Long.
I have an important message for His Highness. I must go now, or it'll be too late. Please report it.
His Highness has ordered that he is not to be disturbed. You had better leave.
Your Grace, didn't you take a walk in the garden? I went looking for you twice but didn't find you.
Today is a fine day, so I took a longer walk and didn't rest in the garden. What do you want me for?
The left guard just came. He wanted to wait for you to come back, but he looked restless. He wouldn't tell me what he wanted. So he just left a message asking you to go to the Eastern Palace.
Eastern Palace? When was he here?
About an hour ago.
Eunuch Wang.
Are His Highness and Doza still in the room?
Yes.
All right.
No one is allowed in. Eunuch Wang, leave it here. I'll take it in later.
Step aside.
Yes.
Telling me what to do. Yanlong, you're not needed here. Please leave.
But...
Don't talk back! Leave us!
Yes.
Come back here. Don't tell anyone His Highness and Doza are in Jada Hall. Understand?
I understand.
Go now.
Slowly.
Your Majesty, Your Grace, I wasn't expecting you. I'll go tell His Highness. Wait. His Majesty and Mother seldom come to the Eastern Palace. His Highness wouldn't expect them to. Why don't we just walk in and give him a surprise? What do you think, Your Majesty?
I also want to see what my son is up to. You don't have to tell him.
But this is just disrespect.
It doesn't matter. What is the Crown Prince doing right now?
He's reading in Jada Hall.
What are you waiting for? Lead the way.
Yes.
Your Grace.
You are...
I'm Mo-kun, assistant to the left guard. I have been ordered to wait for you here. Time is short. Your Grace, please come through this side door.
Your Majesty.
Why have we stopped?
Your Majesty, just now, I wasn't serving His Highness. I'm not really sure where he is at the moment. Your Majesty, Your Grace, why don't you have some rest in the wing hall? I'll bring His Highness to you.
Your Majesty, Wang Fusheng is a personal eunuch of His Highness. How is it that he doesn't know where he is? It's clear that he's lying to us to our faces. Wang Fusheng, what you're doing right now will make His Majesty think that His Highness is up to something uncouth. And you will get him into trouble.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I'm sorry, Your Grace.
Tell me where the Crown Prince is and what he's doing. Why did you take me to see him?
I don't dare deceive you, Your Majesty, but His Highness urged that I must not tell anyone what he is doing, especially you. Your Majesty, I didn't mean to lie. I overstepped my authority. I'm so sorry.
Take me to see him immediately.
Yes. Your Majesty, Your Grace, I swear, he is in the rear garden.
Wang Fusheng, didn't you say His Highness was in Jada Hall?
No, he isn't in Jada Hall, he's in the rear garden.
How dare you? How dare you lie to His Majesty?
He is indeed in the rear garden.
Your Majesty, what are they doing?
You've lived a comfortable life, so it's no wonder you don't know. They're reeling silk. Many years ago, the Empress did that too. Hey, is that Jur?
Your Majesty, the man working over there is indeed His Highness.
Father, I'm sorry. I didn't come to greet you. Please forgive me.
I came to enjoy the lotuses, and I had planned to surprise you. But you surprised me instead. Sure. You've always been weak. Why are you reeling silk yourself? And why have you kept this from me intentionally?
I'm preparing a gift for your birthday this year.
A gift?
I've been working on it for months. I've asked my people to keep it a secret. But now, I guess it won't be a surprise.
Brother, where is the gift?
Do you remember when Mother was alive? She bred silkworms and reeled silk to show her respect to farming. After she passed away, Father missed her, and he often visited Lujing Hall in her memory.
That's right. You were very little, and I was young. When your mother used to reel silk, we often helped her.
I often miss those happy and simple times too. So together with our family, I'll breed silkworms. The Crown Princess will make them into silk, and then we'll make them into clothes and give them to you. This is how I want to show my care for you. I hope it will be able to provide you comfort when you miss Mother.
I've been worried that you're too kind and not firm enough. It looks like my concern is misplaced. As the Crown Prince, you know how to show you care, and you're very pious. I feel quite relieved.
Your Majesty, I hear the craft of weaving is very complicated. I never expected the Crown Prince would do that. I'd like to witness it with my own eyes.
Your Highness! Your Highness!
Yuan, watch where you're going. Are you alright?
I'm fine. But, sorry, you're late. The Crown Prince has left.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Greetings, Your Grace.
Lady Wu, why are you here?
I've come here to learn reeling and weaving. Doing it by myself can be more interesting than staying in my palace, dressing myself up, or playing around with pets.
Well said.
Your Majesty, this silk is made from silkworms raised by His Highness himself. Please have a look.
Very smooth and soft. It's quite exquisite. Crown Prince, how did you ever learn such a craft?
Your Majesty, I asked Dozu, who works for the wardrobe service, to teach them.
Dozu?
Your Majesty, Dozu is the man who is said to be favored the most by His Highness.
Is he here right now?
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Raise your head.
Your Majesty, do you remember the Ulana? Dozu made their dresses for Empress Zhangsun and myself. The ladies in the Eastern Palace and I have been interested in learning to make clothes, so we invited him. Maybe because we're used to be taken care of. We often forget what we've just learned. But fortunately, Dozu is very patient. He often has to come here. We've been troubling him.
Your Majesty, Her Grace is being modest. The weaving craft can be very complex. The ladies are intelligent and hardworking, which is why they've learned it so quickly. It's very difficult.
Shan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, Her Grace is being modest. The weaving craft can be very complex. The ladies are intelligent and hardworking, which is why they've learned it so quickly. It's very difficult.
Chuan,
Yes, Your Majesty.
reward him.
A reward!
Thank you, Your Majesty.
These grapes are big and sweet. You too, come try some.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Mingyang, what's wrong?
Your Majesty, since I entered the palace, I've noticed a strange smell. It's making me feel weak and nauseous, and my heart is pounding. I don't know why.
Quick, have a seat. Sure. What incense have you been burning here? I also feel hot and numb all over.
Yuanlang, what incense did you light?
Your Highness, I didn't light any incense.
You liar! You're on duty today. Then who did?
I'll go and check it.
Hold on. Your Majesty, Your Highness. This scent here is lust incense. When inhaled for long periods, it induces sexual desire. Whoever lit it up is up to something. Please investigate.
I've never heard of that kind of incense, and I certainly didn't light it. Please pardon me, Your Majesty. Please look into the matter, Your Highness.
Pei Xingjian, you must not utter such nonsense. His Highness is the successor to the throne. His Highness would not use such an obscene thing.
Pei Xingjian, rumor has it that His Highness has always preferred the company of men. And now you say that His Highness secretly uses lust incense. If words of this were to get out, His Highness were to lose dignity, then His Majesty would as well, and the whole kingdom along with it.
Pei Xingjian, how do you know about this lust incense?
Your Majesty, lust incense was once popular among the brothels in Chang'an. Some playboys at the studying hall brought some back once. I was serving there at the time and confiscated it many times. Thus I know it.
Crown Prince, please explain this.
Your Majesty, this is the first time I've heard of such incense. I'm confused. I've been working in the rear garden all day and haven't been to the hall, nor have I asked anyone to light incense. I typically light some ordinary and refreshing incense in my hall. I definitely would not burn such things here. I can assure you that this has never been used throughout the Eastern Palace.
Your Majesty, we've all seen it with our own eyes today. The evidence is clear. His Highness cannot convince us if he just repeats his innocence. I'm afraid there will only be more rumors.
Sister, I think it is more than that. If this incense does belong to His Highness, then he would fear that others found out. So why would he light it right before inviting His Majesty and the rest of us here? Does it make any sense? Your Majesty, I dare not speak for other matters. But as for His Highness asking Dozi to teach silk-making skills, I can assure you that they had no ill intentions. I know that His Highness did this out of piety, and that Dozi is a diligent and honest man, but the rumor has spread far and is unpleasant to hear. I told him to avoid suspicion, but he said, a clean hand wants no washing. I'm the Crown Prince. If I can be easily hurt by some rumors, how can I deal with more significant matters in the future? However, before this affair had been settled, someone has deliberately lit the incense today. Your Majesty, I think that since so many things have happened, there must be some conspiracy behind this to destroy the reputation of His Highness and bring chaos to the kingdom.
Your Majesty, I agree with Concubine Wu. Please investigate those who are working in the hall. and find out who's behind it.
Please prove my innocence, Your Majesty.
Are you conspiring against him? Who are you colluding with?
I didn't do it.
Your Majesty, Deputy General of the Left Guard Mo Kun asked to see Your Majesty.
Let him in.
Deputy General Mo Kun, reporting to Your Majesty. What's the matter? I found a pouch containing lust incense in Yuan Lang's room. Please take a look.
Your Majesty, I noticed Yuan Lang had been behaving strangely, so I sent someone to search his room.
Your Majesty, this is the same with the incense that was burning in the hall.
Please forgive me, Your Majesty. Please forgive me, Your Highness.
How could you use such a dirty trick? You harm his reputation and now you ask for a pardon. 10 deaths won't be enough for you. Tell me, what made you do this? If you tell the truth, I promise you a swift death. Otherwise, your entire family dies.
His Majesty said he would pardon your family if you tell us who made you do this. Why are you hesitating? Do you really believe you still count on that person to save you and your family now?
Your Majesty, Your Grace, Your Highness. Nobody asked me to do so. I did it of my own volition.
You're just a lowly eunuch who serves in this hall. Why would you dare set me up, with no one forcing you to? Tell the truth right now.
I was fooled by the rumor that His Highness likes boys. And out of sheer rashness, I wanted to seduce His Highness with the lust incense. It has nothing to do with anyone else. Please spare them, Your Majesty.
Hey, Xingjian. Take this garbage outside and beat him to death.
Yes.
The Crown Prince is kind and honest, but some people believe he is weak of body and will, so they try to bully him. If anyone spreads false rumors about the Crown Prince again, I shall punish them severely, with no tolerance.
Thank you for proving my innocence. You were wise, Your Majesty.
A wise decision.
Please don't be upset, Your Majesty. It will harm your health.
Kneel down. Did you not hear me? I said kneel!
I don't know what I did to annoy Your Majesty.
You accompanied me to the Eastern Palace under the pretense of viewing the lotuses. Was it because you believed the rumor and wanted to lead me there to see the truth? Perhaps you have already planted ears and eyes long ago. in the Eastern Palace to fuel the rumor.
You've wronged me. And especially Ming. Please stick to the truth.
I didn't ask you when we were at the Eastern Palace because I wanted you to save face, and I don't like to make things worse. Intelligent people would know never to overdo things. Even if you hadn't forced the servant to do it, you're still guilty because you believed in a rumor and helped spread it. No bonuses for 6 months. Go and reflect on yourself.
His Majesty is departing!
He's changed his mind?
Your Grace, Prince Cao. Consort Yang has been ordered to kneel at her palace, instead of losing face here. His Majesty also said that Prince Cao should help the Crown Prince govern the kingdom. Please don't make any more plans, which may harm yourself and others.
Mother. You shouldn't sacrifice yourself to protect me.
It seems that His Majesty will simply not believe you were not involved in today's matter. He's punishing me because he wants to warn us. But he isn't faulting you, which means that he still cares about you. Ming, you must take more precautions in the future.
You are right, Mother. I will definitely keep my guard up.
Your Grace. In my opinion, that physician Do must be bad luck. Anything that involves him has turned out poorly in the end.
The Doza. Right now, I can't take down the Crown Prince or concubine Wu. But what's stopping me from taking out that Doza? Mother, I want you to get rid of him, so that no one dares work for the Crown Prince or concubine Wu ever again.
Ming, what are you planning to do?
I want him dead. Mother. Mother.
Thank you, concubine Wu.
You should be thanking Pei Xinjian for his efforts. He caught the culprit and averted a calamity. I hope your Highness can pay attention to others' advice and remain vigilant, so that Prince Cao and his mother won't get any other chances. Otherwise, if you slip again, they will seize the opportunity.
You're right. I've been negligent. I'll keep your advice in my mind.
You've been under a lot of stress today. You'd better have an early rest. I'll take my leave.
Fu Sheng, go with concubine Wu.
Yes. Consort Wu, please.
You're crying. Were you scared back there?
No, I'm not. Just got some dust.
From now on, His Highness will avoid seeing you, and I will vow to protect you more closely.
Pei
Xinjian, thank you.
为我们转身走出风雨，可是我比这一切更爱 你，你的终点可以没有我。只愿你这一路我来守护，用我的背影做你闭上的花，再大的风都吹不落。
Everything that happened today was just too close. I'm still scared when I think about it. His Highness would have fallen into the trap if it hadn't been for you and Mr. Pei. It surprises me that Yuan Lang, who was served so long, would be Prince Cao's spy.
How do you know that eunuch Yuan Lang is with Prince Cao?
I didn't know that there were rumors about you and His Highness. I know it was inappropriate, but I can't stop His Highness from fulfilling his filial duty. So Concubine Wu and I made a secret plan to separate you and His Highness if you must be together. And then I would invite Concubine Wu as well. That way His Highness couldn't refuse, and any onlookers wouldn't have any gossip to spread. When I went to see Concubine Wu today, only to find out that she wasn't there, I went to the study to see His Highness. But when I got there, Yuan Lang tried to stop me. That's when I suspected him. I suppose something was going on there. So I climbed on the roof, and I found you there.
The left guard, Pei Xinjian, at the risk of being punished, jumped in through the window and hit the Highness's pressure point to keep him from making more trouble. The left guard noticed that the burner had been moved, so he sneaked out the rear window and came to see me. He asked me to get some ice to wake up Dozi and His Highness to stop them.
Eunuch Wang.
Are His Highness and Dozi still in there?
They are. His Highness mustn't be disturbed. Eunuch Wang, leave it here. I'll take it in later.
Step aside.
Yes.
Telling me what to do.
Eunuch Wang.
殿下，殿下，殿下怎么样了？
He'll be just fine. We need an ice compress.
哎，冰块我带来了。
Create a diversion. I'll find a way to get His Highness and Dozi out. If my guess is right, Prince Cao will be here soon. Perhaps along with His Majesty. We can use their scheme against them.
All right, as you say.
Be quick.
Then, just as the left guard said, Yuan Lang is indeed a spy sent by Prince Cao. Prince Cao must have known what he did before he took Consort Yang and His Highness to the Eastern Palace to see him and verify the rumors.
I have a question for Eunuch Wang. It may seem rude, but for the safety of His Highness in the future, please tell me the truth.
Please ask your question.
Is there any truth behind this rumor at all?
It's just a rumor. I've been serving His Highness for many years. I would bet my life that His Highness has nothing with Dozi. His Highness said he likes Dozi because he believes he is quite talented and very loyal. Dozi has saved him twice now. Today's incident was entirely caused by that incense. His Highness had nothing to do with it.
Your Highness.
Shou Yue, why are you here?
Doza, what's wrong?
Your Highness was poisoned and narrowly survived. Thankfully, I arrived just in time.
Please don't be angry. This misfortune is beneficial to you. Not only has the rumor been eradicated, but you've let His Majesty know your filial affection. This is a good result. Please, drink this detox soup, and you'll feel refreshed. This is the treatment for the poison.
Patient Tian has warned me that the more I think highly of Doza, the more danger he'll face. It looks like he was right all along.
Left guard.
Yunhai,
Are you looking for Doza? He just left.
I've come to give him this infusion. Then please, give this to him for me.
Eunuch's son, what brings you here?
I've brought some osmanthus cakes for Doza. Huh? Where is he?
Eunuch's son, he went to go see you, didn't he?
To see me? Who told you that?
Doza saw the note you left for him when he got back. You said it was a critical matter and asked him to go see you immediately. He rushed out. He didn't even take the time to have dinner.
Damn it!
Hey!
Doza! Wake up, Doza! Doza! Doza, wake up! Doza! Doza, wake up! Doza, wake up! Please wake up! Doza! You scared me.
Why are you crying? Nothing can kill me. With you protecting me, there's no way.
Does it hurt?
It does.
Where'd the assassin go? Prince Tao's mansion. Prince Tao wants to kill you. Looks like he just won't give up. He'll keep trying until he succeeds. We must cut them off from the source. Guards! There's an assassin in the palace!
Left guard, where was he last seen?
He should be close. Go search over there.
Yes, sir! This way!
Someone help! I found the assassin! Over here!
Felix-san.
Why did you stop me? Are you on their side?
Doza's back at your division. Go and watch over him. I'll take care of this.
Left guard.
Where'd he go?
Left guard. The splendid palace is up ahead. I dare not rush in.
Would the assassin hide in there?
You must be joking. The assassin may be bold, but that would be suicide. It is well guarded.
This is the pass the assassin dropped. It's from Prince Tao's mansion, and he just disappeared near Splendid Palace. Could that be a coincidence? I work at the Eastern Palace. Other night patrols are not my responsibility. We have our own jurisdictions. However, I would like to kindly remind you that the victim Doza is favored by His Highness and concubine Wu. I saw with my eyes as His Majesty rewarded him at the Eastern Palace. What would you say to your superiors if you fail to find out the truth after such a big commotion?
It hurts. Ow, stop!
Something's wrong. It just can't be that simple. I could have arrested him earlier, but Pei Xingjin intentionally let him go. Maybe Pei Xingjin is a spy and working for Prince Cao.
Wait, hold on. I'd bet my life that Pei Xingjin is a good man. He must have a reason for letting the assassin go like that. Anyway, he wouldn't hurt me.
Seriously, Doza, my Doza. Did he cast a spell on you or something? He could sell you out, and you wouldn't even know it.
Senior son.
You see, how can you be so careless? You must be on your toes when you're alone, especially at night. I'm afraid they may attack you again.
This is a pass from Prince Tao's mansion, but everyone who comes through here, including guards and chefs, carries one of these. If someone wanted to set me up with this, he could easily steal one somewhere. It wouldn't be hard. I understand that this has nothing to do with your grace and Consort Yang, but rumor has it that Doza has offended Consort Yang and your highness by making dresses for the late empress and your grace.
Nonsense.
I know it's nonsense and based on rumors, but many have seen with their own eyes that the assassin suddenly disappeared near the splendid palace. Everyone is confused. I'm just doing my duty. I have to be fair. Your graces, please understand me. Allow me to investigate the case so that I can report to my superiors. All right. I'll have my men inspect everyone's passes and send you the people who have lost them as fast as I can. How about that? Thank you for understanding, Your Grace. I'm sorry for bothering you. I'll take my leave now.
Ming, you must be extra patient. What can we do now, after leaving evidence? It seems we'd better leave Doza alone. If he is attacked again, we'd be the first on the list of suspects.
Forget about him. In any case, he is a nobody. He may be good at making dresses, but he won't stand in our way. Let him live a while longer.
Your Highness, the left guard said that Doza is all right, and that Prince Cao will likely not attack him again after this incident. Your Highness, don't worry about Doza.
It was all my fault. He nearly lost his life because of me. Patient Yan was right. I need to be more prudent in my words and actions, so others won't find flaws, and I won't implicate anyone else.
Wow.
This is absolutely incredible. Doza's embroidery skills are truly astonishing. Double-sided embroidery? This is double-sided embroidery! How can this be? This technique should have disappeared with my teacher, Master An. Even I'm not capable of it. Where did that Doza learn such a technique?
I've never seen anything like this. It's really eye-opening.
I just told you, this technique should have disappeared along with my master. How could you have heard of it? Wait. My master would have rather died than pass this technique on to me. Does this Doza really have some relationship with her? If that's the case, then I definitely cannot keep that traitor by my side.
Master, if we really want to know how he learned this, why don't you just ask him? Doza's diligent, studious, and serious about his craft. Perhaps he just learned the technique by some pure coincidence. I wouldn't doubt it. Master, Doza has worked tirelessly while you've been sick in bed. He is as hardworking as you are. I believe that he is definitely not a scheming man.
That's enough. You know nothing. I will not tolerate any of this.
Doza, what are you working on?
Qingyang, you're just in time. Master Zhuo has been ill these days, so they're all slacking off. I noticed you've been having some trouble with the shawl for Mr. Wei. I had spare time, so I'm doing it for you.
The embroidery of the butterfly. Is it double-sided?
That's right. I see that you've picked the very thinnest material for this shawl. I thought it'd be best if I used double-sided embroidery for the butterfly.
Double-sided embroidery is a very advanced technique. Can you just show it to me like this? Don't you fear that I'll steal your secrets?
Why would you want to do that? If you want to learn, I can teach you. Then after you've learned it, you can teach the others in wardrobe service. I'll bet that they wouldn't bully you then. Come here, Qingyang.
Huh?
Here, have a seat. Double-sided embroidery is not that difficult to learn. I'll tell you how to do it, and you can try it yourself. Double-sided embroidery involves a special way of using the needle.
I've been learning for 5 years. She said the basics are the most important, and she has never taught me any real techniques. But you've only known me for a few months. Are you sure you want to teach me this? Don't you fear that I'd become your rival?
You're a kind person. And you have saved my life, so I do owe you one. How could you be my rival? I'd be happy to teach you, if you want to learn, that is.
Doza.
Huh?
Master Zhuo wants you to go see her. She has something to ask you.
She has a question for me?
You can go back first. Doza will be there soon. Doza, Master may ask you something related to double-sided embroidery. She saw it on the dress you made for Empress Zhang Sun and said it's a lost technique, created by her teacher, the late Master An.
Oh no, I didn't know it was my mother who had invented it and kept it a secret. What have I done?
Doza, do you have any connections with the late Master An?
You must be joking. The best weaver An is of great renown. I'm just a lonely physician from the body disposal division. How could I possibly have gotten lessons from her? I'll go see her.
Doza, you said you learned embroidery techniques from a book buried with a royal concubine. And you sketched some patterns for me, which were used for funeral clothes. I didn't make a fuss with you then. But now, you must tell me this. Where did you learn this skill of double-sided embroidery for the late Empress's dress? You said you learned embroidery techniques from a book buried with a royal concubine. And you sketched some patterns for me, which were used for funeral clothes. I didn't make a fuss with you then. But now, you must tell me this. Where did you learn this skill of double-sided embroidery for the late Empress's dress?
Master Zhuo, when I designed the dress for the late Empress, I thought about it but had no inspiration. Then one day, in my dream, I met a fairy, and she taught me how to do double-faced embroidery. That's the truth.
That's nonsense. Don't try to fool me with these foolish lies. There's no such thing as fairies and visions. Don't think that. Because the Crown Prince and Concubine Wu are your patrons, I can't punish you. Now it is the middle of the night. And we're in the wardrobe service. No one is around. So I still call the shots. I implore you to give me an explanation, or else you're not going anywhere.
I wouldn't dare lie to you. The fairy in my dream told me she worked in the Imperial Harem and was wrongly executed. Her spirit still lives on. And since she had unfulfilled wishes in life, she will stay at Yixing Palace. She said that she had very great tailoring skills that she hadn't yet passed down to anyone. She didn't want her craft to be lost, and thinking I was skilled at tailoring, she decided to teach me her double-faced embroidery as her disciple.
Yixing Palace? The one that everybody says is haunted by a ghost?
Uh-huh.
And then?
I was so excited that I woke up and realized it was just a dream, so I was pretty disappointed. But later, I thought carefully about the details of the dream. I was surprised I remembered what she taught me.
More nonsense! Never have I ever heard such outrageous lies. If you don't tell me the truth, I will have your tongue cut out. Then we'll see you try to lie after that.
Master Zhuo, I am telling you the truth. The fairy made a deal with me. She'll come to my dreams sometimes and teach me the art of tailoring. Master Zhuo, if you don't believe me, next time she visits, I'll tell you everything that the fairy teaches me that night. I am telling you the truth. Master Zhuo, just wait a few more days. And you'll know if I'm lying or not. If I can't tell you about new tailoring techniques the fairy taught me, then you can punish me.
If I can learn some unique tailoring skills, then a few days will do no harm. All right. I'll give you a few days. If you dare try to trick me, then I will make sure that you regret it. I'll show you my power. After living in the Imperial Harem for 20 years and serving here as master, your life is in my hands.
Mother, if you can hear me, please forgive me. I don't want to teach your enemy, Zhuo Jingyang, your unique skills, but under these circumstances, it's the best way to stay alive. I don't fear to lose my life. I only fear that I can't avenge you and clear your name.
I'm sure that Dozo wouldn't have used this excuse if I hadn't reminded him. Master scheming and suspicious of others. Whether or not Dozo is associated with Master An, I know that Master Zhuo will never let him off the hook.
I asked both Fuzi and Guiza to keep a close eye on what happens to Doza. In case he gets in danger when he's alone. Fuzi has just told me that Pei Xingjin went to see Doza. Take the longan and date soup and give it to Doza, and ask Pei Xingjin to have some. Remember. He must use this bowl with the green edge. Do not swap them.
Master, are you really going to kill Pei Xingjian?
When Pei Xingjian sent men to investigate Master An's case, I suspected that he was planning something against Doza. Later, someone tried to kill Doza. Pei Xingjian pretended to save her, but he let the assassin go secretly. I saw it with my own eyes. I'm certain.
But Master...
Liu Li is a kind girl. If she owed Pei a life debt, it could cause trouble later. If you hesitate, you'll get Liu Li in trouble.
But... Master, the Crown Prince thinks very highly of Pei Xingjian. If he suddenly dies, His Highness will certainly not let it go. If they follow the trail to us, then what?
I've looked into that. Pei Xingjin has the day shift today. In 2 hours' time, he'll leave the palace. I've calculated the proper dose. It'll come into effect after he leaves. When he dies outside the palace, there'll be no way to trace it to us. Even if someone does find out the truth, don't worry. I alone will take full responsibility and won't get you involved.
Master...
I've spent half my life in body disposal. All I want is to protect the daughter of Master An, who saved my life. Once Liu Li is safe, I won't shrink from responsibility.
Master, that's not what I mean. To protect Doza, I'd risk my life too.
Remember, make sure he has the bowl with the green edge. I'll protect Doza from harm. And make sure you don't get put into danger. Go now.
Today, the Eastern Palace has your favorite sweets. His Highness asked me to send you some. He really cares about you a lot. Which makes me a bit jealous.
You're talented and capable, and you're the assistant minister for His Highness. I'm just a simple physician, and that's it. All I can do is make nice clothes and tell His Highness silly stories. In His Highness's heart, I can't compare to you at all.
You are really, really silly. Just shut up and enjoy your treats.
Why don't you just try one of these? Don't tease me. You're the silly one.
The sweets you gave me were much better than these. Have some.
You told me I shouldn't get close to men, so biting you can be justified.
Now you're trying to make me mad. Let me say this seriously again. You can't get close to any man, except for me.
Doza,
Hey, there you are.
Master made some long island date soup and asked me to bring it.
You're just in time. We have some sweets. They'd go perfect with that soup. You should have some with us, then bring some back for Senior Soon, Fuza, and Guiza to enjoy.
Mr. Pei, try some.
Yes, try some. My master makes very delicious soup. Longans and dates are both really good for you. The soup is delicious and healthy.
Then I suppose I'll try some.
How do you like it?
It's great.
Of course.
How dare you? My mother told you to inform us about Concubine Wu. But you brought us fake news and made a fool of my mother in front of His Majesty. Do you really want to die?
I beg your highness, I've never once betrayed her grace. Concubine Wu is smart and found out that I had sent a message to her grace.
Do you think I'll accept your pathetic excuse?
I'm truly telling you the truth. Please spare me. Please, your highness.
Then give me a reason why I should spare your life.
Concubine Wu always meddles and interferes with His Highness's plans. You served her for years. You must know a lot about her. Think carefully. What secrets of Concubine Wu do you know that you can tell His Highness?
Concubine Wu is a very prudent woman. I don't know any of her secrets.
How can you possibly still defend her? She expelled you from Xianqi Hall. That woman is no longer your master anymore.
I don't mean to defend her. I really don't know anything. Well, there is one thing. I don't know if it's a secret.
Tell me.
The Wu and Pei families are old friends. Concubine Wu and Pei Xingjian knew each other. Now they work together to help the Crown Prince.
Concubine Wu knew Pei Xingjian before he came here. Maybe they're having an affair. No wonder they follow the Crown Prince around and do his bidding. Li Jie isn't that influential. They wouldn't listen to him at all.
The two of them never had an affair. I mean, they knew each other from before, but...
But it's impossible to tell if they were romantic. Regardless of the real case, we can set a trap for the two of them to make His Majesty believe they have. Besides, we have you with us. With you as the witness, there will be irrefutable proof.
Be the witness?
If you want to live, you'll do as I tell you. It really is perfect. We can get rid of concubine Wu and Pei Xingjian in one shot. And then the crown prince will lose his loyal helpers.
I'd like to have. How much is this? £1?
Sir,
Can I get this one?
Oh my gosh,
Thank you. How about that? Maybe about 3 of them? Thank you.
Master, do you think the drug is starting to take effect?
Go.
What is this? Why do I suddenly feel so dizzy? It feels like when I was drugged by Pubano.
Wait. We won't do anything until he falls off the horse.
I've fallen into a 2-layer trap. First drugged, then ambushed. Who's behind all this?
Master, why do they want to capture Pei Xingjian? What should we do?
I don't know who those men in black are. But what I do know is that our drug saved them. A good amount of effort. That's fine. What they're doing now also saves us a lot of trouble.
Even the gods are on our side. This is great. We won't need to kill him. I was extremely nervous.
I've heard that Pei Xingjian is an excellent martial artist, with a dozen assassins and a perfect trap. Were we worried that we wouldn't catch him? But how could we capture him so easily?
You're right, it was too easy. Now that we've completed our mission, let's head back without delay. Come on.
Master.
Go. Let's go and see what happens.
What are you doing? Hey, what?
Hurry up.
What's the emergency? It's too early for such urgency.
Master asked me to tell you that he's helped you get rid of Pei Xingjian. Now he'll no longer cause us any trouble. You must remember, in the future, never expose your identity again, or make others suspect you.
What do you mean Pei Xingjian can't cause any more trouble? What did Senior Sun do? Be more specific.
Shh. It's a long story. Anyway, you're a very lucky girl. And also, even the gods helped you. I don't know who exactly Pei Xingjian offended. Before we had done anything, someone helped us deal with him.
What exactly happened? I don't need the whole story, just give me the gist of it.
Well, in essence, Pei Xingjian is in big trouble. He can't look into your case anymore.
Concubine Wu! Don't be afraid. Don't call out. Trust me, I didn't mean to offend. Last night, I was drugged and couldn't fight. After some men in black captured me, I passed out. After that, I don't remember.
I'm afraid my maids and I were drugged too. Otherwise, the palace is so heavily guarded. How could you have entered, unseen by anyone at all? It looks like someone thinks we're in their way and wants to bring us both down with one single stroke.
I must leave, so it doesn't seem like you're involved.
The one behind this must have set a trap for just this moment, trying to catch us in the act. The sun is coming up. I don't think you'll be able to get out of here very easily.
It's almost time. Let's go quickly, so we can catch them.
Son, are you absolutely certain about this?
Don't worry, Mother. Nothing will go wrong this time. We'll take many servants with us, with all those witnesses present. Even if concubine Wu or patient Jian comes up with an excuse, it won't be enough. Besides, when the maid who used to serve concubine Wu provides us with the evidence needed, then they'll be convicted of having an affair.
I heard that His Majesty asked you to self-reflect. Consort Yang, where are you going in such a hurry?
My cat has gone missing. In fact, I don't need so many servants just to search for a cat. But His Majesty loves that cat very, very much, so I must find it myself. My son came to visit me. When he found out, he insisted on joining, to show his concern for His Majesty.
Some maids have said that the cat ran towards Xianche Hall, where concubine Wu lives. Why don't you join us now?
They're bringing all those people to concubine Wu's palace. I think they're looking for more than just a cat. They're definitely up to some plot. I hope concubine Wu doesn't fall into their trap.
If His Highness goes alone, he will also be a witness when seeing such a despicable sight. Even if he wants to defend them, he won't be able to. He will have no choice but to punish them.
Well, since you've invited me, I suppose I'll join you.
What? You drugged Patient Yan and paralyzed him? Then you saw him taken away by a bunch of guys in black who brought him to concubine Wu's palace?
Master said that we had to get rid of him to keep you safe.
Patient Yan saved my life once before. Why would Senior Sun want to kill him?
Hey, even if we hadn't drugged him, someone else would have killed him. He can run, but he can't hide forever.
What do you know?
Huh? Why was I sleeping here? My head hurts. Did I catch a cold? Huh? Wake up! Get up! Get up! Don't be late for Her Grace's bath time. Huh? Your Grace, are you awake? May I come in to help you wash?
One moment.
Greetings, Your Highness. Greetings, Your Grace. Greetings, Your Highness.
His Majesty's favorite cat is missing. Someone saw it run into your palace. We've come looking for it. Go in and find it. We will go in and wait for you.
Your Grace, Concubine Wu is feeling unwell, so she rose late. Your Highness and Your Grace, please wait a few minutes while she gets ready.
Consort Yang and Prince Hao aren't here by accident. They planned this out. We've been set up.
I'll go out and try to solve them. This is quite a small palace. There's nowhere to hide, so you must find a way to escape unseen.
Prince Hao and Consort Yang are clever. It will be hard to hold them up. There's only one exit here. There's no way for me to get out. All those years of practicing martial arts, and now I'm stuck in a situation like this.
But we still have to try. We can't just wait here. We have to do something.
How dare you? How dare you stand in our way? Step aside now.
Your Grace? Greetings, Your Grace and Your Highness. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Why don't you have a rest in the Wing Hall? Perhaps you'd like to relax and have some tea cake. Then we can have a chat.
This morning, His Majesty's favorite cat went missing. Someone claimed to see it run into your quarters. I'll go in and look.
A cat? I just came out of my bedroom and didn't see a cat. It must have gone somewhere else. Your Grace and Your Highness, please enjoy some tea cake in the Wing Hall. Don't trouble yourself. I'll ask my servants to look for the cat. What are you waiting for? Go on.
Yes.
No, wait. That's His Majesty's favorite cat. If anything were to go wrong, as a simple concubine, can you be trusted? I must go in and take a look.
My bedroom isn't tidy. I felt quite unwell this morning and got up late. My bedroom is not yet made presentable.
If it's not convenient right now, why don't we give her some time and wait outside in the wing hall? I'm sure she'll do her best to find His Majesty's cat. This is Concubine Wu's personal residence. She's familiar with it. It will be more convenient that way.
Your Highness, you just said that you would find the cat for His Majesty. Then why are you trying to stop us now? If we fail to find the cat, and His Majesty scolds us, will you take the blame for us?
Greetings, Your Highness and Your Grace. Your Grace? I have come here to fetch the clothes that you wanted to have altered.
Doza, what a coincidence. We see you everywhere. What a lively place Yanxia Hall seems to be.
I'm very fortunate to see both Your Grace and Your Highness, so that I can greet you. I've got so much work to do now. I'll take the clothes and be on my way. Your Grace, I know what you want. I'll alter the clothes in the way that you've asked for. Please rest assured.
I don't need Doza to alter any clothes. I didn't even summon him. He said he knew what I wanted. I think he means something else. Is he here to help me? But how did he know I was in trouble? Should I trust him? The clothes are ready, and they're on the table. You can go get them.
Yes.
It's me. Don't get the wrong idea about this. This is not what you think. Concubine Wu and I were set up.
I know. No need to explain.
I insist. You must trust me.
I trust you. We don't have time for that. I trust you. You should trust me too. You must do what I ask. We really need to get you out of here quickly.
Leave here right now. This place is dangerous. Prince Cao and his mom are cunning.
No way! I must save you.
I can't let you do that.
No way. I must save you. It's time to use my real identity. Do you want me to prove I'm a girl?
I just want to look for the cat in there, but strangely you keep refusing me. Is there anything in your palace that His Highness and I are not supposed to see? The more you refuse, the more it makes me suspect that there is something going on in your palace.
What do you mean? Are you implying something? Your Grace and His Highness have come here so early, insisting on invading my privacy. Are you looking for a cat or trouble? If you search my bedroom saying that you're looking for a cat, I'll be humiliated. How can I survive in the Imperial Palace after that?
Don't get us wrong, Your Grace. This particular cat is His Majesty's favorite. My mother is very anxious, and some maids saw it run into your bedroom. Your Grace, please, let my mother go in to look for it. If she can't find it, then I'll apologize to you on her behalf.
I think that Concubine Wu is as anxious as Consort Yang to find His Majesty's cat. But if any others break into Xianxi Hall and search it, it would make her feel awkward. It would be quite disrespectful to her if people hear of it and don't know the whole story. They'll think Consort Yang humiliated her on purpose. I'm afraid it would harm your reputation. I'm sure Concubine Wu will find the cat. Why don't we leave this to Concubine Wu and wait here for the result?
Your Highness keep defending Concubine Wu. You just repeat each other's words as if you're trying to stall us from looking for His Majesty's cat. What is the real meaning of this? Do you think there's anything we should be hiding?
there. Hey, Xingjian. I wondered what you would do. That was fast. Get ready for this. I'll see things turn out for you.
Greetings, Your Highness.
What are you doing? Leave!
After His Highness examined the clothes, I realized that I left a few inside. I'll just go get them.
I don't have time for this. Follow me. Let's go in.
Wait!
Take Concubine Wu away!
You dare? How dare you keep Concubine Wu from her palace? You want to betray her?
I have asked them to do that. I will accept the blame. Your Highness, best not interfere.
As long as I'm here, I will not allow anyone to cause trouble here.
Brother, Concubine Wu is father's. You'd better avoid arousing suspicion. You're defending her without any reason. This is dangerous. Don't you fear people will talk?
Really? I remember His Majesty asked Concord Yang to stay in her palace to reflect, but instead of doing so, she storms in here, causing a ruckus which I cannot tolerate. I must use my judgment. I won't stand by and do nothing.
Your Highness, nothing can stop me from going into Concubine Wu's bedroom. Let me remind you, Your Highness, it's not too late to stop. If you insist on getting involved, then there may be unbearable consequences.
Brother, we can't go in. It wouldn't be appropriate. I'll wait here with you. Be patient. While my mother goes in. If she doesn't find the cat, then I'll apologize to Concubine Wu. Before I go and look for it in another place.
Denqing.
My lady, what's all the noise about? It woke me up. My lady, who's that?
Excuse me, Your Grace. This is a cousin of mine. She came to keep me company recently. We were up late last night. That's why I woke up late. Yulia, go and search. See if the cat is here.
Yes. Madams, please join me.
What's going on? Did Wu Meinyang see through my son's trap and do this simply to disgust me? What is the meaning of this?
Your Grace, we did not find the cat.
Well then, if the cat isn't here, we'll leave you alone. I'll take them to search elsewhere.
Your Grace, won't you stay for some tea? Be seeing you, Your Grace.
Son, let's go search elsewhere now.
Please tell Concubine Wu that I'm leaving too. and ask her to be very careful.
I will. Until we meet again, Your Highness.
Pei Xingjian wasn't in Concubine Wu's bedroom.
No, he wasn't in her room. Wu Mei now also asked her maid to show us around her room. We searched throughout the entire room for him. It's a small bedroom. We couldn't have missed a corner. Unless Pei Xingjian left long ago.
I don't understand. We said visible and invisible sentries outside. How could he have gotten away without being seen? An underground tunnel, perhaps? It should have been a perfect trap.
I don't understand what happened either.
So many sentries keeping an eye on Shenji Hall. But he still escaped anyway.
Douzi, get off the bed.
Greetings to you, Your Grace.
You may rise. What do you want to tell me about today? How did you know Pei Xingjian and I were in trouble and needed help? If someone had found us out, you would have been killed. Why did you get yourself involved?
I didn't know that you were also in trouble, Your Grace. It was a coincidence. Your Grace, you helped me before, and Mr. Pei saved my life. So since you were being set up, I felt it my duty to help you, to show my gratitude.
You were just passing by? But I don't remember asking you to fetch any clothes, nor do I have anything to be altered. Douzi, you really saved me. I want to have a sincere talk with you. Several months ago in the wardrobe service, when Master Zhuo asked about your pouch, I realized at that time, you must have many secrets. I helped you because I believed that you were a kind-hearted man. After all, in the Imperial Palace, everyone has their own secrets. I didn't care what secrets you had. If it wasn't my business, I wouldn't bother to ask. But now you know that Pei Xingjian spent the night here in my palace. He and I are innocent of everything, and we were set up last night. But the people of the palace can be very sinister. Now that you know what happened, I must make sure whether you're a friend or a foe. I should at least know whether you're a man or a woman. But that's not much of a secret anymore.
Concubine Wu, I truly do have many secrets. I understand your suspicion. I hid my secrets from you, simply so you wouldn't get involved. You asked whether I was a friend or a foe. It's dangerous here. To keep you from worrying, I'll openly tell you all of my secrets right here and now. You and I have met before, just over a decade ago. You saved me on 2 occasions. I had wanted to thank you personally, Yuan Hua.
Yuan Hua? It's been years since someone called me that.
Yuan Hua, do you remember? Many years ago, a young girl named Liu Li stayed at your mansion and altered your wedding dress? Later on, some soldiers wanted to capture her. You asked a young man to take her away. In the end, she was still thrown into jail. But later, she was saved by a eunuch from body disposal. Chief Stewardess Lin and Zhuo Jinyang rushed over there wanting to burn the bodies of both the girl and her mother. But it just happened to be a lucky day. You were visiting and funerals were forbidden. So, you saved that girl again.
You're the girl who escaped that terrible day? You're Liu Li. Your mother was Master An. You're still alive. I can't believe it.
Yuanhua, it's me. I'm Liu Li. And I finally have a chance to thank you for saving my life all those years ago.
I wondered why since the day I saw you, you seemed so familiar. Now I know you're that little girl. But how did you know that Pei Xingjian and I were in trouble today? And came to help us at the moment we needed it most?
That has to do with Senior Sun and Shunza. I can't tell her the truth. Last night, I spotted some men in black clothes who were carrying a man into your bedroom. It looked unusual, but I didn't dare tell anyone else about what I saw. I was worried the whole night. Then this morning, I thought I'd come to check on you.
Thank you. You saved me, as well as Pei Xingjian. Thank you very much. I never expected such unusual circumstances would bring us together again inside the palace.
Yuanhua, it's great to see you again and to finally recognize each other. I've got something else I would like to ask you. The young man who helped to take me away that day...
Your Grace, Eunuch Gao has arrived. His Majesty has summoned you to Ganlu Hall.
If His Majesty needs you, then I'll just be on my way. I'll come and see you some other day.
I'm very surprised to meet you today. I hope we'll meet again soon.